Greetings, everyone. Honthoni Heart here, and welcome to another episode of Naked Soul Reflection. This week, I want to invite you to allow for all of your stages of development, even the budding stages. And I was inspired by this experience while going on my walks during the week, my outdoor walks. Here in the United States, February, the trees and plants, those buds are starting to get really, really big on tree branches. And they're at those stages where they're just about ready to burst open with blooming. Not yet. So the trees are still quite bare, except for the cherry blossoms, which have the cherry blossoms have mine of their own. They have their own calendar, and they've actually just sprung open. But most other trees are just bare, but with big, big bulbs. And I just fell in love with that. I had such a deep appreciation for the fact that these trees have these thick bulbs on them that almost stage, that just about stage. And I thought, how often do we appreciate our budding stages? I don't know about you or where you live, but where I am, everything is so fast-paced. And people want things or expect things to happen instantly. Just these instant fixes, these instant changes in life. And in that space, we lose that organic experience of being in stages. I experience that a lot in my life, where I think instantly I should be super thin or fit, or I should be able to dive into a project and just completely amaze and awe and blow it out of the water. Or I might think, oh, my body should be able to do this yoga pose by now. Why can't it do it? And so we lose that authentic experience when we skip over those stages, those budding stages, those stages of development, the cocoon, the bud, that fattening. And we also lose compassion for ourselves then. We don't appreciate our strides and our steps. We don't appreciate every little success. We just keep looking for the big things. I haven't accomplished this big thing yet. I haven't made this happen. My body can't do this. And it can be challenging to return to this organic experience of what's really true. And that's why I'm so grateful for nature, because nature reminds me of the natural rhythms, of natural cycles and natural stages of development. Coming out of winter, it's not like suddenly there are leaves on trees. No, everything is still bare, but you see the stages of development. You start seeing a handful of insects. And then the bunnies come out. I just saw that last night, bunnies coming out and hopping And so nature is so helpful to remind us about these natural stages and that they can't be rushed, but rather the beauty of experiencing them and how amazing and critical those stages are. So I want to invite you to observe that in your life this week. Is there an area in your life where you've drawn these big expectations for yourself? I should be here by now in my life. My body should be here. My projects, my career, all this stuff should be at whatever stage by now, but it's not. Have you lost compassion for yourself and appreciation for the stages? Have you acknowledged the beauty of your stages of budding and blooming? And with that, have you lost compassion and appreciation for others? Any expectations or stresses? Been reading these books lately, and it's interesting how several of them say the same thing at once. But there was this reminder about compassion and how the only way we can have compassion, we have to start by having compassion for ourselves so that we can have and then express compassion for others. And part of compassion just not being this like to-do list, but rather self-acceptance. Accepting yourself where you are right now. Accept the budding stages. And I know this can be difficult. For me, it's difficult because I certainly think I should be here in my life by now. These are all the things I should have accomplished. This is what I should look like. I should be this kind of person, and none of that is the case. I just am where I am in the process of living and growing. And I often lose sight of the natural stages. And really only this past week, by walking about in nature and paying attention, have I noticed, wow, nature doesn't rush, so why should I? So I invite you to observe a place in your life where you might be rushing or putting unreasonable expectations on yourself. Take a moment to go outside or look outside and observe the process of nature and how beautiful it is, and then hold that same appreciation, respect, and regard for yourself. And that'll come out in how you see others too. As always, my heart is with you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week. You beautiful, beautiful soul. Namaste.